Beats Planet.
Sometimes I just pull up my phone while I'm doing all this. You know what I'm saying? I pull up my phone while I'm doing all this. I go to YouTube while I'm doing all this just to listen to my theme music, just to listen to my intro song number 1, just to listen to my intro song number 2. Shouts out to KD Beats. He hold me down on that. What's happening, y'all? Been a minute, 60 seconds or so. My bad. But, I feel like if I was doing anything else in life, I think I'll be entitled to a vacation of sorts. So that's kind of what we've been doing. The difference is, like, y'all my people, and I still gotta provide content to y'all at some point, to some degree, at some level. You know what I mean? So we gonna be working from now till going into like next week or something, just to fill the content situation out. Because I'm going to tell you this now. We didn't have post-game show last week because it wasn't no damn game to post. I'm not going to be going live while I'm chilling with my family. Y'all should be chilling with y'all family. I'll be doing recaps whenever I get back to Texas or whatnot. And it probably won't be a live the week after that. The like a post game show for the Ravens game. I won't be doing that then neither, because I'll be engaged in some other things. But there will be content. I'm working on all these. All this is notes for things that I'm working on. I'm working on some draft videos. I'm working on some talking points, think pieces. Of course, it's gonna be lives here and there. Chatbots, give it up for the round table, by the way. That was dope. And we're going to be doing the long form film sessions as well. So on the channel that's open for everybody to tune into, we have the shorter film sessions. That's my condensed version, my abridged versions, where I just kind of, highlight the points that I want to make about the player. That's a 10-minute, 15-minute video. But over on the Patreon, okay, patreon.com/vochlombardiyt, what we do over there is you watch the film along with me. So that's an hour 30, 2 hours sometimes, right? Just how I watch film to gather information, just to come to y'all and talk to y'all or whatever, how I gather film like that, that's what that video is. So you get to see every single play of the player that we're watching. We have a bunch of guys that's up on Patreon right now, so you can go over there and check them out, man. Panay Sewell's over there, Michael Parsons over there, Carlos Basham, Greg Russo, Patrick Surtain, and Marvin Wilson. Boy, y'all know every year I get excited about somebody. Marvin Wilson is one of those guys that I'm excited about. So, whenever y'all get time, man, to go over there, man, if that's your thing, if long film sessions is your thing, then you can go over to the Patreon and you can get that worked out for you. All right. Now, I got some Cowboys to talk today. Thank y'all so much for inviting me back to talk to y'all. A lot of things happened over this bye week for us to talk about. Let me go ahead and pull up Tankathon too. Just so I can have it in my background. Just so it's in the peripheral, you know what I mean? Tankathon, cool. Just to let us know where we at in, draft order and all that. Can I do that? Hey, hell yeah, it's already pulled. There we go. So, Tankathon is going to be here, right? That's where we at. Inverse, okay, cool. This is where we at right now, okay? And boy, it's looking good, man. It's looking good. The price of the brick keep going up, man. Griselda sounds. It keep going up. What I think is most exciting about this is you look at the teams that need quarterback. Then you look at the guys that have quarterbacks. What we have are bad teams that have quarterbacks surrounding us, right? And that's very important. And the teams that need quarterbacks, that may want to trade up with you, that may be winning, they're further down the list. That's also important. Let me explain. I'm trying to trade the hell out this pick. I ain't one of these people, Fuster King, and a handful of people in my chat sometimes. I'm not going to disrespect nobody today. I'm trying to be calm, Voch. Something else I got to talk to y'all about too. Let me write this stuff down so I don't forget it. There's a couple of y'all. Let me write this down. To where y'all want to trade away the best player on your football team to get worse. Okay? And I had an idea too. Somebody was like, "Yo, well, Voch, what if we like signed and traded Dak Prescott?" For one, that shit only happened in basketball. I ain't never seen nobody get signed and traded in football like that. I think Odell Beckham is the most recent, and that wasn't a sign and trade type of deal. That was, hey, we signed you because we like you, but now we don't like you no more. Holla, you know what I'm saying? But sign and trade typically don't happen in the league like that. But somebody was like, yo, Voch, like, how much value you think we can get for Dak Prescott in a sign and trade? And in my mind, you could probably get like a first and a second maybe. But a draft pick is way more valuable in that trade market. You see what I'm saying? So what you would get for a draft pick, you may get 6 picks. And don't say it's impossible to get 6 picks, because I've done the math and looked at the history, and there's history of teams getting 6 or 7 or so picks trading up or whatnot, right? You'll get 7 picks for a draft pick, because draft picks age like cars. Once they pull off the lot, they lose value. A team will trade up for first overall to go get Trevor Lawrence. But if you have Trevor Lawrence and you try to trade Trevor Lawrence, you lost value because you pulled off the lot already. That's one of them cold Voch Lombardi analogies. Somebody write that down. They age like cars, not houses. Draft picks, that is. So do I want the situation where I lose the best player on my team, get 3 draft picks, maybe 2 to 3 draft picks, and a guy that I'm shooting dice in the bathroom on? And I don't think it's going to be Trevor Lawrence because the Jets are terrible. So I'm assuming if we can bump up to 2 or 3. So that's my Wilson kid from BYU. That's my Fields guy from Ohio State. 2 guys that look good in college but may not be what Dak Prescott is. All right? Something else weird about this whole thing too, and I don't think a lot of people understand what they say when they say these things, right? They be like, yeah, Voch, but like, what if it's one of them prospects where we can upgrade from Dak Prescott? That's like trying to upgrade from the 5th best quarterback to the 3rd. Sometimes it ain't worth it, Just keep that top 5 quarterback and get those 7 or so picks, and that benefits your team more. You see what I mean? So in context to what this means for Tankathon, what's really important to me is Washington being at number 4. They don't have a quarterback, and that's good. I'll tell you why. Because the Chargers, the Dolphins, the Bengals, the Giants, kind of the Panthers, technically Atlanta, they all have quarterbacks. All of them. That's important because if it was a situation where they know, oh, the Cowboys ain't drafting quarterback, and if you're number 11 at Denver and all these other teams got quarterback and Cowboys ain't drafting quarterback, you might could just wait on your quarterback to drop because those guys ain't going to take them. What makes this interesting is we're at number 3. A team that needs quarterback is at number 4. There are 3 really good quarterbacks that I feel really good about this year. Lawrence, Fields, and Wilson. So when the price of the brick goes up, right brick on my brick. When the price of the brick goes up, you want to be the one with the brick. when the price goes up. Does that make sense? Chat box, does that make sense? Right? If you're New England at 15, that's crazy because they terrible. But if you're New England at 15, Chicago at 16, how can I be so rude? Pardon me. San Francisco at 13, Minnesota at 12, Denver at 11. If you're one of those teams and Trevor Lawrence goes off the board, you're like, okay, cool. We got time to wait. Okay, we got time to wait around a little bit. Justin Fields goes off the board at 2. Okay. So the last guy that's on the board that you may really like is sitting on the board at number 3. Dallas don't need a quarterback, and Washington does need a quarterback. The price of the brick goes up. You see what I'm saying? Griselda sounds right. Does that make sense? This ain't like last year, right? Where, oh, well, the Lions got the 3rd overall pick. They should trade back. Okay, well, there was Joe, and there was a little gap between Joe and Justin and Tua. And Justin and Tua kind of fell in their spots. So if you feel like you couldn't get Tua, you may have felt good about getting Justin because you wasn't getting Joe. You see what I'm saying? But the Lions couldn't get out. They had to get Jeff Okudah because there was no urgency about Tua Tagovailoa. You see what I'm saying? He had like injury questions or something. If Tua didn't get hurt, he would have been in that conversation. And Washington may have took him at 2nd overall, right? So if it's that situation, right, brick on my brick, if it's that situation and you at number 3 and Tua might fall to you anyway, and Jeff Okudah's on the board, the Lions were forced to take Jeff Okudah. That ain't going to happen this year for a couple of reasons. One, ain't no Chase Youngs in this class. There's no can't miss prospect that you think that you can take over a quarterback if you need one. Penei Sewell may be that guy, but we don't know. We don't know. But if you look at how it lines up there, number 1 guy, quarterback, should be off the board. Number 2 guy, quarterback, should be off the board. And it's not happening right now because I know there's some mock draft nerds in here that kind of want to wait on the mocks to see what they talking about. Zach Wilson ain't being mocked 3rd overall right now. But that's cool. Take it from Big Homie Voch, please. Listen to Big Homie Voch. Y'all relatively listen to what I got to say. That's why y'all come to my show. I appreciate you. I'm thankful. Zach Wilson about to climb these mock drafts real fast. Real fast. Mo Team Tank says, what about the other teams that like Mac Jones and Kyle Trask? Cool. Here's my logic. What about the teams that like Jalen Hurts? Or the guys that like Jordan Love? I like Jordan Love. I like Jalen Hurts. I like him more than Justin Herbert? No. I like him more than Tua Tagovailoa? Absolutely not. You see what I'm saying? So that's how that works out. Plus, even if you add Trask and Jones, that's 5 quarterbacks. I named way more than 5 teams. Somebody got to take the L, sir. Now, when this thing comes around, if you ask for my draft opinion, do I think that Jones and Trask will be there? I don't think Jones and Trask are guys to be in that conversation. But if I'm sitting at number 3, I'm the Dallas Cowboys, right brick on my brick. I'm trading that pick, getting multiple picks, and I'm holding those gentlemen hostage. Those organizations. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know who the hell. There may be, like a woman player, personnel person I don't know about. So let me just be proper there. Any other ladies and gentlemen that feel the need to go get Zach Wilson, because they will. And if they like Trask and Mike and Jones, Jones and Trask, if they like them, they definitely want to move up to go get Wilson. Give me your ransom. In case y'all wasn't around when I've read these numbers all before, in order to go up and get Jared Goff, first round pick, 2 seconds, third, a first next year and a third next year. That's plenty. I'll take that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 picks. Yeah. And to go get Carson 5 picks. Yeah. A first, a third, a fourth, a first next year and a second after. Yeah. Give me that. Right brick on my brick. And this is easy for me because what this comes down to, I know the Cowboys can draft. The Cowboys may not be the best free agent evaluator of all time. So if I had to build my team, if it had to be cheap quarterback but evaluate free agents, or my top 5 quarterback that I know is top 5, I know he works hard, I know he gets better going into his prime, or my top 5 quarterback, and I just need a gang of cheap talent, you mean to tell me I got 2 firsts, 2 seconds, and 2 thirds just to do stuff with? And you know how the Cowboys get busy with those picks? Hold up, son. Y'all, wait, time. Y'all, wait. I wasn't even gonna do this today because hold on. Y'all know how we get busy with those picks? Let's not try to be the smartest person in the room. Let's not play salary cap theatrics and go, well, you know that if you save $40 million by not signing Dak Prescott, and you bring in a rookie that has never won a Super Bowl before, and you bring in a rookie, okay, and you save that $40 million, and you get a top player for $25 million, and an auxiliary player for $15, and a couple of role playing guys. Don't overthink yourself. Don't mess up your team for $40 million. And I wanted to say this just like this on the round table, but I got to let my other guys talk, and I really wanted to scream at Foots, so I couldn't get this out for real, you know? But Joe Sandberg with the brick in the chat box. I'm ruining y'all life, I swear. Joe Sandberg never talked about the plug and bricks before he came to my show. I'm ruining these people, sir and ma'ams. Right brick on my brick. Good job there. Who said that? Iban Contreras. What's happening, brother? ¿Qué pasó? The 2018 Colts traded back and got Nelson, didn't it? You get your picks, you get your guys. Easy. Look at him now. This ain't a coincidence. This ain't rocket science necessarily. Just get the best guys. Get the best guys. And the price of the brick going up, so you want to have the brick in your hand when the price go up. You understand what I'm saying? Now, what's really going to make the price of the brick go up? When the media scouts catch up to the actual scouts, right? I'm not a media scout. I don't claim them. But they're going to start talking about Zach Wilson. And then we're going to go backwards, the media people or whatever. They're going to go back and find Zach Wilson, and they're going to like, yo, we got 3 top-tier-ass quarterbacks in this draft. And Cowboys going to be sitting at 3, possibly 2. We only need the Jags to win one more game. Because you see that SOS over there, that strength of schedule. So in case of a tie, whoever has the lowest number on strength of schedule, they get the tiebreaker in draft. It don't go by like wins and losses with that. It goes by strength of schedule. So with the Cowboys having, it looks like the lowest damn strength of schedule on the entire damn list, except for Cleveland. That might be why they 6-3. But if the Cowboys and the Jags, if we all end up 2-8, if we both end up 2-8, then we get the second overall pick because we got the lowest strength of schedule. The price of the brick keep going up. Am I making sense? am I making sense? So that's my plan. I saw somebody in the chat earlier. It was like, well, Voch, does that mean that you're sticking with Dak? Hell yes, that means I'm sticking with Dak. Because you know what happened over this bye week, ladies and gentlemen? Let me check my phone. Okay, we got some people on the phone. Hey, y'all, the phone's lit, by the way. If y'all want to call in, 515-606-5187, access code 309-104. Go ahead and get your spot, you know what I mean? Because these things fill up quick. In case y'all didn't want to watch Kirk Cousins and Nick Foles, we busy working over here. You know what I learned? You know, what was so satisfying about watching football when the Cowboys ain't playing? First of all, it's normally stop the Dak Prescott will not be the same rhetoric. That's another one, James. That's another great point. Dak's injury. Because y'all motherfuckers act like Dak leg fell off. Yo, Voch, you think Dak's going to be the same? Fam, Alex Smith playing football. Dak Prescott tore his ankle up. He didn't like tear his ACL or nothing like that. And Dak don't even run. Dak's a thrower for the most part. He just runs sometimes. Dak's fine. And I'll address that when I get to it. But what I think what was so great about bye week football this week was Cowboy fans got a chance to look at other quarterbacks. You see what I'm saying? They got a chance to look at other quarterbacks. So there's this crowd. I'm saying hey to Sheila in the chat box because she always speaks to Voch. I just got to make sure I speak back to Sheila. There's this crowd that when they talk about Dak Prescott and the pros and cons of him, because when we end up debating, we just have to get into pros and cons of guys, right? Some of the cons that they get into are things along the lines of Dak starts slow, Dak turns the ball over, Dak holds the ball long, Dak doesn't throw for this amount of yards. Cool. That's fine. Dak doesn't beat winning teams. Rhetoric, hurrah. Fine. When I come out here and I preach things like, yo, no quarterback's perfect. Every quarterback hold the ball sometimes. Every quarterback throw to the other team. Every quarterback gets sacked. Every quarterback starts slow. They don't want to hear that when it comes to the Dak conversation. What was so satisfying was all these quarterbacks that Dak haters think that they're better than Dak. They do the same shit that they hate Dak for doing. So when Kyler Murray is down like, what was it, like 29-3 or something, starting slow, that's what they talk about when they talk about Dak, you know. When Aaron Rodgers was down on the Jags and shit, you know what I mean? That's what they say about Dak. When Lamar Jackson lose to the Patriots, a bad team, and Lamar Jackson hadn't thrown a touchdown. I mean, pardon me. That's another guy. Lamar Jackson hadn't thrown for 200 passing yards, you know, this year or whatever. They like to get on the Dak about that. You know, Cam Newton hadn't thrown a touchdown since week 3. And there were some Cowboy fans, some Dak haters, some I Am Legend monsters that wanted to bring Cam Newton up in here to be better than Dak for some reason. You know, when we see Russell Wilson, I don't even want to say that, but I don't want to say nothing bad. Like, it sounds like I'm hating on the quarterbacks. It sounds like I'm hating on the guys. All these quarterbacks are phenomenal quarterbacks, but when Russell start to press a little bit and throw the ball to the other team, and they say that's what Dak Prescott does, or when this was my favorite one, right? This was my favorite one. Deshaun Watson ended up looking whack as hell versus the Browns, and I think he only scored 7 points the whole game. Boy, Dak wasn't allowed to do that. But somebody ran to his defense or whatever, right? They ran to Deshaun Watson's defense, and they was like, well, Voch, Deshaun Watson ain't got no help on his team. Well, you like to get on to Dak and say that, well, everything Dak needs all this to be great. You want your players to be able to elevate the bad players. You know, that's what they say. That's that trend that they like to hop on. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, Voch, Dak Prescott needs all of this help. Wouldn't you want Dak to take some lesser players and elevate them? It seems like we got some proof this year that Dak wasn't being carried by the guys on his team. And Deshaun Watson just goes out there looking like Deshaun Watson. And that's a good one there, Night Wolf. I like that one. Let me show that comment right there. They was like, oh, Deshaun Watson and that weather, boy, he couldn't do nothing with the weather. Boy, look at all that rain. You saw all that rain and weather and wind out there. Dak haters saw Dak Prescott play against the best defense in the league last year, which was the Patriots. And that game was a hurricane, tornado, monsoon. And nobody cared. And Dak kept it interesting. It was a close game. I'm not going to put it straight because Dak ain't perfect. I'm ready to say Dak ain't perfect, right? But all the things that people seem to hate on Dak Prescott about, quarterbacks that they thought were better than Dak, and some of them are better than Dak, right? I think Russell's better than Dak. I think Aaron Rodgers is better than Dak. I think Pat Mahomes is better than Dak, but that's where my list kind of stopped. And they make they make Voch sound biased when I say things like Dak is a top 5 guy. He might be my 4th. We can argue whether it's 4 or 5. I won't let you put Dak no lower than 7. That's where my mind be at. Dak better than Deshaun Watson. And Dak and listen, man, Lamar Jackson had an MVP season, but this year, healthy Dak is better than what Lamar Jackson is giving you. Lamar Jackson looks figured out, by the way, because that always happens in the National Football League. Like, you get figured out, you know? At least Dak has been in the game and has been figured out and has evolved past figured out. That's what's so special about Dak that's so hard for me to convey to other people sometimes, right? Like, Cam Newton was incredible when he was Cam Newton because what Cam did, he was physically impressive. But Cam didn't do the things to learn the game better, so he got caught up to. I can say the same about Deshaun Watson. In 2017, Deshaun Watson was absolutely better than Dak. He physically did things at quarterback that were impressive. But that gets caught up to. Lamar Jackson physically is probably more impressive than Dak. But that gets caught up to. We ain't just talking about feet and arm talent here. I'm talking about Dak Prescott when he was at his lowest, that 2017, early 18. When you get figured out, when you're bad and you get figured out, but then you glow up. That's what's so impressive about Dak Prescott. And I know I get on this thing and I just keep doing that thing, man, where I just keep talking about Dak. But I think it needs to be said, man. I think we learned something in bye-week football, you know? Let's fix the damn team around him. And we'll go from there, you know? So, yeah, man, Dak's injury doesn't bother me or whatever, but Dak's going to come back next year and be just fine, man. This defense that we've been playing with the last 2 weeks, if we play with that defense, Dak will be just fine. One more talking point, and I'm going to get into the phone, see what y'all talking about. I want y'all to help hold me accountable for something, right? One thing that I like to preach to people really is like growth, right? Like try to be better, like try to grow a little bit, right? And in my growth, the one thing I'm starting to realize about myself, this is all self-reflection. I don't want to be told you so guy anymore. Because I think when I try to be told you so guy, I make myself feel like I'm corny. Right? Like if everything that comes out of my mouth, I go, hey man, I told y'all. I don't feel great when I say that. A couple of reasons. For one, I don't need the gratification or the credibility or anything like that. I think I've gained enough credibility when I just hit y'all with the real honesty. You know what I mean? Like my real shit. So I don't need like further credibility or whatever. But told you so guy is like, it's like I'm searching for something. And I don't want to feel like I'm searching for something. You know? Plus, if I can get quasi-arrogant, y'all please pardon this because it's going to sound quasi-arrogant. But let me clean it up too. If I say a bunch of good shit like all the time, I don't need to be told you so guy. You know? And I'm wrong a lot. Let me be fair there. I'm wrong a lot. but I'm right a lot. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm right a lot, or just even if my opinion is qualified, I'll say that. I may or may not be right. I might be wrong, but at least my opinion is coming from a genuine place, and those opinions have checked out for the most part. If that's the case, the majority of the time, I don't need to tell you I told y'all. You see what I'm saying? So what I want y'all to do is to help hold me accountable and to keep me from being told you so guy, because I don't want to be that guy. And a part of me is kind of that guy, but I just don't want to be that guy anymore. You know, I could be like, hey man, Deshaun Watson is you know, he's missing reads. He's going to tuck the ball and, starts running and he's going to get himself sacked or whatever. If I'm told you so guy, then that automatically turns into shitting on Deshaun Watson. And I don't want that. You don't want that. And Ringo here definitely doesn't want that. You know? So I want y'all to keep me accountable, man. When y'all catch me being told you so, guy, correct me, please. Tell me I'm wrong. And I'll apologize for being told you so, guy. Right? Now, that don't count like bringing back up analysis. You know what I'm saying? You know, if I say Quentin Williams is gun under the seat guy and he get caught with a gun under the seat, don't let me say, I told y'all Quentin Williams was gun under the seat guy. Don't let me do that. But if I say something like, well, you know, we alluded, early on the show that Quentin Williams was gun under the seat guy. He indeed got caught with gun under the seat. You know what I'm saying? If I hit you with that, but it's like information spreading, let me rock. But I told y'all Quentin Williams gun under the seat. Don't let me do that no more. I think it's whack. All right. Appreciate y'all for holding me accountable, man. It's all about growth, man. I'm trying to grow. Hang in there with me. All right. We're going to get into the phones, man. See what y'all talking about. We got Short Dog up first, man. Let's just hear what he talking about. Let me get my hand on the volume, just you know what I mean, just to make sure everything's everything. You know what I'm talking about? Short Dog, what's happening, brother?
What's up, my guy?
Everything, my dude, man. What you got for the show?
I'm just chilling out here, bro, and hearing you talk about the brick and asking if
right brick on my brick.
That brick bro.
Yes, sir.
Bro, I can show you how the plug talk, how the plug walk, and I'm telling you.
I know you can.
The knowledge that you're trying to go for, and I feel like, look, you know, when you got that brick, you're the man. You're holding.
Right.
So if you're getting it from Mexico, the price of a brick in Mexico is going to be a different price in New Mexico. It's going to be a different price in Arizona. So the farther north you go, then it's going to be worth more. So like a draft pick, that's the way, quarterback, that's right. The same way. What you're saying is all that we're going to be doing is it's going farther north. And these guys can be capping and saying what they want about this and that. You know, we know Dak's a top 3 quarterback. I mean, at the end of the day, everything you're saying and you're preaching are all big facts. They're all certified. And the thing is, you want me to keep you accountable. It's hard to not be the told you so guy because you're a stand-up guy, Voch, and people need to hear the truth. And sometimes they just need somebody that's speaking facts and say, I told you so. Because it's hard to listen to guys go over and over and over when you already know the truth. But at the end of the day, my guy, I'm with you on Dak, bro. Like these guys don't understand his durability, his progression. Like some guys are based off talent. Dak has checked all the boxes. There's not a single box that you have to worry about with Dak. Right. Like everything. Like you said about figuring you out. Do it in 1 year. Do it the next year. Dak's already been on that. He already knows how to build himself up. He's a one-of-a-kind leader. The guy, like you say, bro, like I was calling him top 5, and then like I think about it, and I go top 3, but the really guys I would only trade for him, and it would be Mahomes or Wilson. I wouldn't really even take Rodgers at this age because I think Dak still has more to grow. That's what's scary, and I think he's already a done deal. But other than that, dog, anytime you talk about bricks, all that shit, you got the streets on your back, bro. We riding, we sliding on all ops, dog. It ain't over till Trump's out, bro, and we doing our thing, dog. And you know how we doing it when the wall comes down. Yeah.
I feel you, Short Dog. Hey, man. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, appreciate it, Griselda sounds and all that. Hey, man, appreciate you. Thanks for holding it down, man. Be safe out there in the streets, man. You know what I'm saying?
I got you, dog. You stay up.
Yes, sir.
You're the boss, bro.
Yes, sir. Salute. Hey, man. Hey, man, let me tell you something. Short Dog hit y'all with some game, and y'all didn't even catch it. Y'all like to, you know what I'm saying? Short Dog say, man, listen, he just said it like Short Dog said it, but he said, look, man, the price of the brick in Mexico ain't gonna be the price of a brick in New Mexico. That is crazy. That is game. Y'all gotta respect that. The price of the brick in New Mexico is not the price of the brick in Mexico. Pardon my Griselda sounds, man. Hey, let's get back into the phones, man. Short Dog blessing us with some knowledge. Let me let me go to my super chats real fast to address y'all, man, because y'all are incredible as well. We got 397 people watching live. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all hit the like. Y'all do all that good stuff. Salute. Darren Davis dropped a deuce and says, any thoughts on DeAndre Baker? Let me write that down, sir. After I get to this next call and gather my thoughts, I'm going to get straight into that convo for you. Appreciate you, Mr. Darren. Bahama Boys dropped a deuce and says, Marvin Wilson is an overgrown child at the barbecue. He fired, though. Salute to you, man. Jay Hart dropped a deuce in the super chat, says the rookie quarterback is still going to be making $10 million, but if he ain't better than Dak, who cares? Like the quarterback you get may be talented, but what if he doesn't work hard? What if he's not an intangible guy? What if he's not a good locker room leader? What if he doesn't get better after he's figured out? We know these things about Dak. So why are we rolling the dice in the bathroom with guys just because they cheap? Don't let money ruin your team, bro. That's all I'm saying. But appreciate you, J Hart. Lamont dropped a dime and says, Voch, I want to trade back a few spots, get Caleb Farley, then Hamza Narouj, and or hope Marvin Wilson falls and grab old boy from North Carolina. The linebacker's still there. I don't know them kids yet. It's very November for me. I'm going to know all them and how to pronounce their names. I'm going to know all this in April. But I agree. I would rather more picks and for us to draft. You know, this is probably a draft where you want a later first round pick, more seconds, more thirds. You see what I'm saying? So great point there, Lamont. And Anime Dolphin says, same as Tua being taken over Herbert. Justin is more physically gifted, but Tua wins with football IQ, accuracy, and leadership. Dak versus Watson is similar. Well, Dak is better than Watson, but I feel you on that. Anime I feel you on that, my guy. Appreciate it. Chat box, this is something else we're going to start doing on my show, too. Just to be real with y'all, if y'all make a fire point, you may get a war call, or you may get like Griselda sounds. Like you may get some gun sounds in the background. You know, I may cock the Glock somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't stop talking. That just means you on fire right now. But if I hit you with some Griselda, just keep going, man. That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Dave Bet, that's literally a lie. Well, let's go see what Dave Bet done lied about. Joe Sandberg, only quarterback he's outplayed since 2016 is Winston Trubisky Mayfield. His stats are ranked 28th against playoff teams. So let's go find Joe and see what that is. Oh, Dave, you bullshit. Nah, come on, son. Nah, get out of here. Come on now, you bullshit. All right, let's get back to the phones, man. See what they talking about. Let's get Brother Reeves on the phone. What's up, Brother Reeves?
How you doing, Voch? What's up with it?
Cool, my guy. Everything. You know, Doski, Woski, and all that. Go ahead, my good sir.
I feel you. You know, it's interesting, you know, when you talking about the brick and all that stuff, you know, when you stash the brick, you know, to the block get dry, it's, you know, that's when the drought comes, right? Because then you got to add the tax, the shipping, the handling fee. It all goes up, right? You know, if they got a problem with it, bro, if they really got a problem with it, you know, they could blame it on supply and demand at that point. Because, you know, if they chirping about it too, at that point, you mean you got them at that point. Right. So it just means they really want that pack, right? So you already know you got them as soon as they hit that line. But
you right, Brother Reed. But and look, just tying that all into the draft prospect. A quarterback is going to be taken third overall, like it or not.
Right.
So let's see what happens. Go ahead, Reeves.
You know, talking about the draft, it's interesting because, you know, like I think that New York and Washington are going to be right around us, and Washington needs a quarterback, obviously. New York doesn't, especially when they got that you know, Daniel Jones. I'm calling him Daniel.
Sure.
Not Danny. But you know, and then obviously the Jets are gonna go with Trevor. The Jaguars is interesting because I'm confused what happened with the Jaguars. I haven't been following them like that because I thought that Minshew was their guy, but then I don't know if he got hurt or I don't know if they just gave up on him or what. But
I think his thumb is broken or something. Gardner's hurt. Minshew's hurt. Yeah.
So you think they're just gonna go ahead and get that Justin Fields if they number 2?
I think so.
Or
yeah, probably.
So dang, hey, it's a business.
Yeah.
Sorry, shouldn't have broke your thumb, buddy. But anyways,
all that mustache shit going right out the window. It's going right out the window. They going to get Justin Fields, fam, 100%.
I hope that he could break the Ohio State quarterback curse because I haven't seen Ohio State quarterback do anything in the NFL. We have not. Y'all could correct me if I'm wrong, but they usually don't do the best that you expect them to. So what would you think? How would you feel if let's say we trade down from like the 3rd or 4th pick, but then we trade down to like the 8th or 9th, and then we just get like one more pick? Like, how would you feel about that? Would you feel like that's redundant?
I had it written down somewhere. So pardon me, I'm looking for. Okay, cool. Even if we move down a few spots, right? The Cardinals moved around to get Rosen or whatever, right? That's a 1st round, a 3rd round, and a 5th rounder. That's plenty. If we move if a team like late in the 20s come to like 6 or something, right? Like they want to just move up there. Like that's a 1st, 2nd, 4th
right.
next year. So even moving a little bit, or you moving a lot, either way, what's most important is not how far we're moving, but where we're moving from.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So if you moving from way back to 15th, you're not gonna get a high draft pick for that. But look at what happened to Mitch. Like they got a couple picks just moving one spot. You see what I'm saying? So 3rd overall is a very valuable spot with a high number on that draft trade chart. You see what I mean? So regardless of whatever the trade is going to be, it's going to be worth it.
Yeah, it's a good thing, unfortunately, right? Well, it might be unfortunate later, but for now, it's a good thing that Washington football team's defense is solid enough to win them some games, so they can keep them out because I know they need a quarterback. The Giants need whatever. I don't care. I know they don't need a quarterback, though. So let's say it's cool because, the Dolphins, the Bengals, the Chargers all have a quarterback. The Panthers, they might, that might be interesting. The Falcons, interesting. The Lions, interesting. I could even see, Bill Belichick and them, might even want to trade with us. But either way, like you said, I didn't really even think that until you brought it up. But there is a lot of bad teams that have quarterbacks, so that is something to think about. I wouldn't be mad at us trading down and getting one of those edge guys from either not the Miami one. I don't know how I feel about him, but the one from Georgia or a very intriguing player might be. I don't know though because his injuries, but Dylan Moses. And I'm a little biased because I played against him in high school, so. But yeah.
So listen, I just did the research. Moving from 3 overall to I think you said 6th overall or something like that. That's a 1st, a 2nd, a 3rd, and a 5th. It's plenty.
That's crazy.
I'll take that.
All right.
Give me that.
All right. And for sure. And the last thing I'll say is isn't it interesting how nobody ever said, I'm not trying to hit on them either because they're great players. I think Kyler Murray is probably the best athlete out of Dallas, Texas, other than Kershaw. But, it's very interesting how, that's Clayton Kershaw for those of you who aren't really baseball fans. But, it's interesting how, if Dak was on the Cardinals, they would be like, oh, he getting carried by Hopkins.
Sure.
He has the safety blanket with
Hopkins.
You don't know who I'm talking about, Larry Fitzgerald.
Okay, got it.
Or, Russ has had a string of bad games. I have Russ on my fantasy team.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's had almost 10 turnovers the last 4 weeks.
Sure.
If Dak did that, it would be a mess. And why isn't Lamar carried by his defense and his surrounding talent? Mm-hmm. Why does nobody ever say anything bad about Drew Brees, especially the way he's played earlier this year? I want him to heal up too with his injury, all that stuff.
Sure.
But you know, I mean, you could just go on and on and on. It's just very interesting. But, I mean, that's just part of it. When you're a Dallas Cowboys quarterback, you're going to get a lot of criticism. We've seen it before, and we'll see it forever. So,
Brother Reed,
anyway,
yeah, man, we'll see what happens, man. They gonna have to quit hating on my guy at some point, bro. But you know, hey, man, appreciate you. Thanks for calling in, man. Gun sounds, man. Holla at you.
All right.
Hey, man, I was listening to Benny the other day, man. Speedy recovery, I hope. Listen to this song, man. I forgot what album it was on. He said it was Take the Money to the Plug House. He said, you make your first 10. He said you make your first 10 grand. You applaud the brother. You do that 10 times. Now you're on to something. Facts. Facts. I could give you credit for your 10 stacks. Do it 10 more times. Show me something. All right, let's get back to the phones, man. If y'all want to call into the show, the number is 515-606-5187, access code 309104. We're talking about anything bye-week related, Cowboy related, tankathon draft related. It's your world. You can have whatever you like. Chase from Dallas. What's happening?
Hey, Voch, thanks for taking my call, man.
Doski Woski, my guy. What you got for the show?
Yeah, well, I was a pretty big Dak skeptic at first, but, you know, you don't realize what you have until he's gone, and, you know, I just appreciate Dak, and, you know, we need to build around the guy, and you were talking earlier about maybe trading out of the third overall pick, but I also noticed that, you know, Tyron's kind of getting banged up lately. Wouldn't it be a good idea maybe to draft the tackle Penei Sewell out of Oregon, and then you're set for the next decade, like when Dak's in his 30s?
I totally don't hate drafting Penei Sewell. I don't mind it at all. My thing is it comes down to the value. Because if I can get multiple first round picks for that, I'll just draft a tackle next year. Or I'll just, you know what I'm saying? Or I'll just draft a tackle later or something. You see what I'm saying? And it depends on like where you at. Like if you trade back to 10th overall, you can still get a tackle. You know, what's my man from Northwestern? Rashawn, left tackle from Northwestern. They got him coming out. They got a left tackle from Texas coming out, right? So you can trade back, still get your tackle, and still have multiple picks. You know what I mean? Something else too. You know, I've already like said this before, but I want people to just kind of think about this when I say it. But you get more options the further back in the draft you are. Think about 2020's draft. If you draft like third overall, then you got to draft Jeff Okudah. You know what I mean? Just value-wise, you got to draft him. But if you draft it at 11, you could take one of those D tackles. You could take a corner. You can take CeeDee Lamb if you want to. You can take one of the offense tackles. You see what I'm saying? So especially in this draft, I would rather have the options to get the guys that I want to get, opposed to being pigeonholed in the drafting offensive line or drafting receiver or drafting quarterback, because that's what's good at the top of the class. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Voch.
Hey, man, appreciate it, Chase. Hey. Chase wanted to get in, ask this question, to get out, man. I appreciate it, man. You wasn't even on clock game, my guy. But I thank you for calling in, sir. But that's how I feel, you know? That's how I feel, and I think there's a lot of logic in that. Jay Hart says, I meant you're really getting, pardon me, I meant you not really getting $40 million to work with. It's more like $30 million, which will only get one per minute. Okay, fair enough. That makes sense. I got you. It's more like $30 million. Okay, the exchange between Dak to the whatever young quarterback we got. It ain't like we got $40 million just because we didn't pay Dak $40 million. We still got to pay the rookie quarterback. And rookie quarterback's like third overall pick. Like, it ain't going to be $30 million, but it's still going to be some money. So, and I'm probably going to look that up while I'm out doing this, while I'm reading this and taking the next call. I'll just look it up or whatever, just see what the salaries are. But you don't even get $40 million in free agency. So I'm gonna get that exact number and let y'all know. And Dallas fan 1997 drop 5 in the super chat, says Penei and I went to high school together. I like him in Dallas. Salute to you, my guy, for you and Panay Sewell going to high school together. There you go. Appreciate you. I would like him in Dallas as well, man. It's just that I just boy. I know Dak can play with a bad offensive line. I know Dak cannot win with the worst defense I've ever seen in my life. That's all I'm saying. Let's get Adrian on the phone while I do my Googles real fast. What's up, Adrian?
What's good, Voch? How's your day going?
Man, Doski Woski, man, trying to hold it down. What you got for my show, play?
Okay, so from the way I see it, I think, with the fact that, especially with the way we had last draft go, where we pretty much stole a Pro Bowl center in the 5th round, and then a year before that we stole, an almost Pro Bowl running back, Tony Pollard, in the 4th round,
right? And
then in 2016 we stole almost a Hall of Fame quarterback named Dak Prescott in the 4th round. The more picks we have in these later rounds, the better.
Yep.
So if we're able to slide back, a few picks, we're able to maybe get a Marvin
Wilson.
Marvin Wilson, and maybe we can get a Patrick Surtain early in the 2nd round, like we did with Trayvon Diggs.
Okay.
Maybe grab a safety in the 3rd round. Maybe get an offensive guard in the 4th round.
All right.
Maybe get a tackle in the 5th round. We can turn. It's like buying a bag of candy and then selling all the pieces of candy for $1. You get,
plug talk.
People who used to sell candy in high school know all about that. You turn that one bag of candy into $15 from buying it for $2.
I sold candy, tater chips, pops, and bootleg CDs. Goddammit, I know exactly what you're talking about. Keep going.
And so if you're able to increase that value, it just makes your team better. You don't have to pay all these high-priced free agents. You can just go out here and get a bunch of draft picks that are going to be, like you said, be cheap for the next 4 years.
Sure.
And then you can pick and choose who you want to keep over time.
Sure.
And then you can just keep redoing the cycle every year. And the next thing you know, in 3 years you got a team that can't be beat because you got too much value sitting. Your backups are going to be good.
Yeah. Yeah. The only thing we got to do is just get better at paying the right people. You know what I mean? We just can't be paying Jalen because he's first. We just can't be paying Jalen because he's first. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But I mean, if we're able to go out and get a Marvin Wilson, Jalen Smith gets better. If we're able to go get a better cornerback, our safeties get better. Yeah. If we're able to get better offensive line, Dak Prescott can play better. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? We're not gonna, If we're and this is why you're always preaching about, hey, go get offensive linemen. And look, if we don't have Terrence Steele out there, if we don't have Brandon Knight out there, Dak Prescott's not getting the ball stripped from him every game. And our defense doesn't look bad because they're always having to play defense on the 15-yard line on the other side of the field all game.
Well, you talking, man? Sure.
It's relative.
Yeah.
The whole good offensive lineman good offensive line play protects bad defense.
Fair enough, sir.
So,
fair enough.
So,
What else you got, Adrian?
In terms of linebacker play, I think what we have with Sean Lee. Sean Lee is going to be good if we can keep him healthy. But especially if we can get Tristan Hill back, we can cut Tyron Crawford, save $8 million, and then that just gives us more breathing room to do things with a lot younger players and be able to bring in more talent so we can do better things.
I'm about ready to give Tyrone Crawford money to Randy Gregory because he ain't making but $38 next year. Randy ain't but Randy like 27 years old, so like just get that shit to Randy. Yeah, he'll love it. He'll be grateful. He'll be grateful. Go ahead.
One more thing. Would you want to move Alden Smith to defensive tackle, or do you want to keep him at defensive end if you want to stay at 280?
Nah, leave him way yet. Because it gives us, some nuance and, like some matchup issues or whatever. I like the idea of my athletic 280-pound stand-up linebacker hitting tight ends in the mouth. I just think that's fun to look at. Plus, if he has to play 3-tech, he can bump in there sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Rather than a guy like Tristan Hill that got to play 3-tech, but he can't play defensive end. You see what I'm saying? So I like versatility.
I just think that Alden Smith next to Randy Gregory sounds a whole lot better than Tristan Hill next to Randy Gregory.
That's fair. That's fair. But I also think Tristan's going to be really good next year. But we'll see what happens.
For sure.
We'll see what happens. Appreciate you, brother Adrian.
Yes, sir. You have a nice evening.
Yeah. He was talking about Marvin Wilson. He's a big ass one tech from Florida State, and we've already dropped a long form film session on him over on the Patreon. So he'll get a short 10-minute YouTube video at some point. I think Greg Russo is probably going to be next for the short video or whatever. But if y'all want to watch some of the film that I've put out already, it's on Patreon right now. It'll get here at some point. It'll get here, and it'll go from like a 2-hour film watching to like 10, 15 minutes or something, but it's over there if y'all want it right now. Hey, man, if y'all want to call into the show, man, the number is 515-606-5187, access code 309-104. We're about a good hour and 3 in right now, so we had a good little spot, man. We had a good little spot. But after that, I'm going to go watch people play Among Us. You know what I'm saying? That seems to be my new thing now. I just heard the damn game last week, and I like watch people play it, so... Boogie, we gonna go Terrence up next there. Terrence Steele, is this you? Terrence Steele? Okay, this ain't Terrence Steele, but shit. Okay, it's regular. All right, Terrence, what's happening? 678 Terrence, what's happening? All right, we're gonna get Terrence up out of here. Appreciate you, my guy. Till next time, my guy. Till next time. We got a number I don't recognize. We're going to see what's going on with him. 254, what's up? Who this? 254, what's happening? Who this? All right, we're going to get 254 about the phone now. The phone line's wide open if y'all want to get into them, man. Nobody's currently on them right now, so y'all can hop in there if you want. I had some other things, like I said, that I had them written down on one of these note cards. My goodness, I had it written down somewhere. Tankathon, what we need, position. Okay, cool. Positions of need going into this draft. We got a call tonight, but we're gonna get into them in a second. Positions of need, right? So what do we absolutely need going into next year, right? I think it's clear that I want one of those picks to be offensive line, because I want offensive line every year. Y'all know that, though. I want offensive line. I just think that's a good strategy, you know? And I know we invest a lot in offensive line, but if you draft 5 offensive linemen, a swing tackle, and like a swing interior guy, that's 7 years. Anything can happen for 7 years. You know what I'm saying? So you should never just get comfortable with your offensive line, man. There's always room to grow. And we see this year how important that is to even having a good backup guy. You know what I'm saying? Especially in a league where offensive linemen really aren't that good. So, but besides like getting O-line at some point, I'm trying to all defense. Give me a couple D tackles, a couple corners, because we don't draft corner like often. We just wait till we need them, then we just draft a bunch of them all in the same year or whatever. And we got to evaluate what players do we think are playing well enough to not get replaced. You know what I'm saying? To where if you look at Donovan Wilson, you may be like, yo, I like how Donovan Wilson is playing, but if I have an opportunity to get a strong safety, if I have an opportunity to get a true free safety, then I'd rather put Donovan Wilson at free than I would rather put Donovan Wilson at strong than to put Donovan at free or something, to where you can get that top tier free guy, right? Put Donovan at strong and ship Xavier Woods out. I don't know if y'all tired of Xavier Woods yet, but I'm kind of tired of Xavier Woods, man. It's just time to move on, you know? You get multiple corners, you get multiple D-line help, but what I like is that I don't think we're going to need much D-end help. It's crazy because we always had D tackles, but we ain't never had D ends. I think the opposite of that this year. We got Terrence back on the phone. Terrence must have talked up his anytime. We're gonna rock with it. What's up, Terrence? Steele?
Yeah, my bad, bro. My bad. I was charging my phone and I thought your privileges people was gonna come in first. That's why. So, damn, my fault.
But you,
all right.
But you platinum, right? Correct.
Yeah, man, but, it used to be set off Chris and them, but he always, come in first, and Brandon them.
Okay.
So and Uncle Charles too.
But we talking to Terrence today. We brought Terrence in early today. You know what I'm saying? So what's up, my guy?
Yeah, I know, man. Yeah, that's what's up, man.
What's up?
What's up? But yeah, man. Okay, let me start with a question like this, man. Are you ready to upgrade at your backfield side of defense right now in terms of secondary and safeties?
100%.
In this draft?
Always.
Okay.
Yeah. So corner and safety if you can find one, yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I've been looking at now so far now, it is a lot of damn good-ass corners and some good safeties now. And we could definitely get some really good safety in the second and third. Because I'm looking at a lot of people top 50s, and the safeties are ranked all the way, you know, kind of like in the towards in the 40s and 30s.
Right.
But what I'm trying to say is like this.
Wait a minute, time out.
Okay, what I'm trying to say is like this.
Time out. Joke of the day. Hold on. Time
Okay.
out. Joke of the day. Joke of the day. CJ just said, hold on, CJ. Look, so we had you on the phone at first, right? and I was like, is this Terrence Steele? And you ain't pick up the phone. CJ Bagby said, Terrence must be holding.
Hold it.
Oh,
sorry, man. This ain't Terrence Steele, man.
That's top
but
tier.
Still, much love to but much love to Scott Walker Cousin though, man. Much love though. It's still a blessing to still play in NFL though, man.
I'm sorry, my guy. Go
But
ahead.
yeah, it's a blessing still playing in NFL though. You know, I still got respect for him, man. Salute. So now back to what I was saying was like I get it with the front seven, like if you still your front seven still being better and making your secondary better. Yeah. But now as that film breakdown you showed me too as well with the Randy Gregory almost getting sacked with Ben, and then Xavier Woods could able to have that interception. Like, yeah, I see our front seven doing good, but still our backfield still not doing even better.
Yes, sir.
Like the man just can't even damn catch. Xavier Woods can't even catch. So like now, man, like this season it made me now to listen a little bit more what Foots was saying about now it's time to go ahead and upgrade at safety now. They've been ignoring safety for the longest now. Now I want us to draft our own dynasty, our own type of the next good safety in to belong in that class with Tyrann Mathieu and Earl Thomas and all those good safeties and stuff.
So let me ask you a question then. So two questions actually. One, when have we had opportunity to draft that player? And two, are those players available to us? Let me explain. Like a top tier safety, it ain't like they don't come around like pass rushes. You know what I'm saying? Like one of those top tier safeties you talking about, they come around every 3 or 4 years or so. Plus,
I agree.
When those safeties are like in the discussion, they either go before us or they just end up going later. Because for the most part, I don't think the league values safety in that way. You know what I mean? That's why all of your favorite safeties go second round, third round now. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, they did have, especially this past draft with Xavier McKinney and Grant Delpit and Antoine Winfield as well. But they came off quick though when it was time. You know, before our time on our second. You know, before we drafted Trevon Diggs. You know, both of those three picks went off. I was like, oh man, now I can't pick safety. So yeah, I'll go with Diggs. I get that, and that's what I'm saying now for this upcoming draft, which I know is so early right now, but so far what I'm saying right now, it's looking like we can definitely get one of these good safeties like Javon Holland from Oregon. We can get him from second or third. We get that good safety from Florida. I think it's another Florida State. I can't pronounce the damn name. Hamster or something like that.
Right.
But
Hamster.
That's another good safety.
Hamster.
Yeah, that's another good safety. It's another one. Oh, but the number one best safety is from TCU. It's Trayvon Moore. I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Right.
But Trayvon though, that's another one. like I said, I'm with that dude also that commented on that saying about Caleb Farley. That's so far, Voch, that's like my number one guy that I want to go ahead and, after we trade down, I want to get Caleb Farley. That's my guy right now. As I'm looking right now, still watching film, Caleb Farley is like my guy. And my second is was that safety TCU guy and Patrick Surtain, somewhere like that.
Hey, yo, Terrence.
Hey,
yo, Terrence, I appreciate you, man. I got to move on to my next call, though. But listen, you made some fair points, though, my guy. Appreciate you, my dude. Salute.
Oh, yeah.
Great call.
Appreciate it, man. All right, salute.
Great call,
Doki
great call.
Woki.
Yes, sir. That man said he had me on hold. We got Terrence Steele cousin on the phone. Let's get him in here real fast. Skywalker Steele, what's happening, sir?
What up, Playboy? Hey, listen, man. Terrence Steele done downgraded, man. He ain't my cousin no more. He's my cousin-in-law, dog.
Let me tell you something, man. I don't even give you a hard time for that, though, Skywalker Steele. And I don't want to give people hard times because we all wrong about something. But, boy, I was watching the game, right? I was watching Arizona versus Buffalo. I hopped on my Twitter and said this. Arizona was losing by like 26 points or something. It was real early. And one of the Buffalo Bills cornerbacks got hurt, and Darryl Worley ran out there. And I was like, oh, this a wrap. I'm like, this a wrap. This Arizona comeback about to be swift. But every time I see Darryl Worley get smoked, I think about the late night hype, man. Y'all gotta quit vouching for people y'all get interviews with, man. Y'all gotta hold them accountable.
No, it ain't all of them. It ain't all of them. But I really legitimately did like Worley, man. But I remember when I came on your show, you was like, I just hope he ain't the next Nolan Carroll.
That motherfucker worse than Nolan Carroll.
That motherfucker was Nolan Carroll.
Oh shit! But my bad though, man. I didn't mean to put all that negative vibes on you, my guy. What's happening? What you got for the show?
Oh, that ain't negative vibes, man. I said it the other day. I said, man, listen, I like Darryl Worley the person, but man, I love the Cowboys. So if you trash, you gotta go, man.
I'll let you.
You gotta go.
I'll let you. But what's up though?
Hey, dog.
Yeah.
I'm chilling, man. Listen to the show, enjoying the show, man. Having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
I heard earlier you asked about the cap for a high draft pick quarterback.
Okay.
Joe Burrow cost his team about $7 million on the cap this year. He's the number one overall pick, so you are going to lose about that much if you draft a quarterback that high in round one at the very least.
Okay.
Very least.
So that'll put us roughly at about $30 million to do free agent things with, right?
If are you basing it off like the Dak Prescott $40 million thing?
Yeah, something like that. Sure, roughly.
Yeah, see, I think what some people need to realize, some of the fans, when they yell out this $40 million to go on defense,
right?
It won't be $40 million. Like Dak Prescott's not going to cost you $40 million on the cap in year one.
No,
they prorate that stuff, and they can knock his cap down in half, really, and you can save about anywhere between 10 to 20 million, depending on how they structure the contract. So
yes.
It's not going to be 40 million. So there's that.
Yes, sir.
But what I wanted to kind of point out, we talked about this before, I think you jumped on a while ago, was I just think that the Cowboys need some type of plan in the offseason. I feel like their plan is very stale. You know what I mean? I just feel like they're like, okay, we're going to wait and get the scrap heaps after the draft. When I look around the league and you see Baltimore, you see Buffalo, you see some of these other teams actually make savvy moves in the offseason, man.
Yeah.
Why can't the Cowboys make that? I know you don't like to make trades with draft picks, but when you look at those teams, they're trading away 4th and 5th round and 3rd round picks.
Well, see,
is that too much for you? Because I know you're not a draft pick trade guy.
This is my thing. I don't want to sell my soul for Jamal Adams, but
that's just a first rounder, second, and 2 first. That's a lot. That's a lot. I get that.
But every single year, I see something like, oh, Calais Campbell went to the Ravens for how much? And they be like, a 6th. And I be like, what the fuck was we at when they giving away Calais Campbell for a 6th? You see what I'm saying? So 100%, I'm with you on that. Like, if I can get a quality player for cheap, for like cheap draft picks, I think 5th and down is fair game. 5th and down, you know what I mean? But I just think we got to properly evaluate that player. What I like about Campbell is that I think he plays better than his name. I think sometimes Cowboy fans want motherfuckers just because they heard of them before. Oh, Kenny Vaccaro. Let's go get Kenny Vaccaro. I heard of his name before. Everybody not going to be worth getting. Calais Campbell, like something like that, I think that's worth getting. You see what I'm saying? So I feel you on that. You're right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's legitimate players, man. The Marcus Peters, the Calais Campbells, the Aqib Talib. These guys were traded for, 4th, 5th, 6th round picks. Yannick Ngakoue, I mean, he got traded for a little bit higher, but that's another dude, man.
Sure.
The mercenaries that sometimes you got to do that. I believe in specifically to fix this defense.
Right.
We are on the same page about the draft and the quarterback thing. That's a bit crazy in my opinion when you got so many of these holes on defense and the other team.
Right.
My opinion, I feel as though draft well, make savvy trades, and folks, we still can sign a player or two in free agency that matters. You still can do that. It's not against the rules.
Right.
People think it's against the rules to go out here and sign a guy of prominence in free agency. The problem is not us wanting it to happen. It's the problem is Stephen Jones doesn't want to spend money.
Sure.
No.
That's fair. I think if it's a situation where to where it's an older player that's kind of got their money already, I think that's what we looking for. I just think we haven't hit on that guy yet. So, with your with the damn, who you just said? Marcus Peters, right? With that example, I can see us not getting him because at some point he's gonna ask for some kind of money. So I feel, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like maybe that's what kind of held us back on that. But I do think we can be a little better evaluating pro level scouting. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in my mind, I think we have a nice little triangle deal that we do when it comes to willing and dealing thing. I like how we do. You know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, like Jerry Jones ain't just out here watching film. He's a billionaire. Billionaires don't watch film. So what it is that is that Will and his guys make that board and they tell Jerry, hey Jerry, pick CD right here. And then Jerry go, all right, I'm Jerry Jones. I pick CD. If that's what it is, as long as Will made the pick, then fine. But there's something happening over on the pro side to where they don't know who's good or not. So we need to figure out that little issue because I came to this other thought, Skywalker Steel. Tell me if I'm wrong here. At one point in my tenure, I cut the Joneses some bail because I was like, yeah, we did bad evaluating free agents this year, but we were better last year because we got Quinn and Cobb, right? That was my logic. But then when I thought about last year, we only had Quinn and Cobb. Kerry Hyder wasn't shit. Christian Covington wasn't good neither. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a whole bunch of guys that we went to go get that simply didn't work out. You see what I'm saying? So I do think that we need to be a little better there. What you think about that?
No, you're absolutely right. I thought they turned the page a little bit. Like, not all the way, but they was licking their fingers and they was getting ready to turn the page on bringing in real free agents or making moves like Robert Quinn. They traded for Quinn for that 6th round pick. So I'm like, okay.
Sure.
And we thought this offseason that they were making even better strides with some of these names, as you said.
Yeah. A
lot of these names, but we come to find out it just was a swing and a miss in free agency. And I know everybody's going to talk about Alden Smith as being the hit. And sure, he's been okay lately. He ain't the hit he was at the beginning of the year, so it's very possible we just swung and missed completely by the end of this year. So I don't really I don't know how you can really have any confidence in the front office because we need to see consistency in free agency.
Sure. That's something we got to get better at. And I call myself defending the Joneses a lot, but they need to be better at evaluating pro scout personnel people, and they need to be better at evaluating coaches. That's just how I feel. But,
it's funny. I defended Stephen Jones a little bit after the debacle. Remember in 2010, I think it was, he got fined and the cap was a mess and everything. And this is before we all knew, well, at least me personally, knew what Stephen Jones was like as a personnel man because he started getting in the media, in the news publicly about being a personnel man more and more lately.
Sure.
But at first I was like, you know what, Stephen Jones know what the hell he's doing with this cap. Turn the cap around. We're not in cap hell. This is amazing.
Yeah.
Come to find out, Stephen Jones ain't nothing but Julius from Everybody Hates Chris. He's just cheap. The only reason why we got out cap hell was because he was cheap. Point blank, period.
Well, see, Young Will Still, and I'm calling you Young Will Still for the, for the illusion of your appearances, sir. But I do think we have value in Steven, though, because I think if we had if we had a GM that was weaker, he would comply to a lot of the bullshit that these agents try to pull over on him. You know what I'm saying? Or he would comply with the notion that we need to send multiple first round picks to go get Jamal Adams. I like that he can remain stern on some things. You see what I'm saying? I just think we need to fix the evaluation. Go ahead.
I don't need Steven to be less weak. I need him to be more strong. And more smart.
Sure.
He's not that smart to me. He's a money man.
Sure.
Put in a football man's position.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I don't like that.
Let me ask you. Listen. Let me ask you one last.
Man.
Listen. Wait. I got one more. I got one more question for you. Who would you rather pick the next coaching staff? The Joneses or Mike McCarthy? Because Mike McCarthy, we always said that we want the Joneses to give up control to the head coach, right? And Mike McCarthy has done nothing but bring his friends in. Nothing but bring his friend, and they not very impressive to me. You see what I'm saying? What you think about that?
Yeah, that Mike Nolan hire is putting a whole sour taste with Mike McCarthy and the coaching staff. I mean, you still got to go with the coach. I get what you're saying, though.
Yeah.
Because the coach needs to work with these guys for 50, 60 hours a week, right?
Sure.
So you got to let the coach do it. But Mike, you swung and you missed.
Fair enough.
Swung and you missed.
Fair enough. I'm gonna let you go, man. Sound like you was trying to get away from me, man. Thanks for calling in.
No, I just didn't want to hold you up, brother.
You good? Now, plug your different YouTube channels because they got different names now, sir. So just plug them, please.
One, Dallas Cowboys Network, man. Dallas Cowboys Network. We moved over there about a month or so ago. So just go ahead and subscribe to that, man. I appreciate you, big dog.
All right, man. No doubt. Salute. Yeah. That's what we do, man. We bring people in to have one question, but we end up talking for 10 minutes. That's how it works. That's how it works. You know what I mean? We got 3 more calls.
The conference has been locked.
We got 3 callers. We're going to get to them, and then we're going to wrap the show up. I'm going to run over to Steam. I'm going to go download Among Us. Hey, y'all go to my Discord, man. We're gonna set some games up. May not be tonight, because I got to watch football because, Yahoo going to ask me football stuff. But I think this week sometime, I'm going to play my first game of Among Us, and I want y'all to be there with me, holding me down because y'all my family. You understand? All right, let's get into the phones. Back into the phones. We got 3 callers. We're going to get to them, and then we're going to get to the chat. Then we're going to go watch Nick Foles play against Kirk Cousins. 301 up first. 909 on deck. 337 in the hole. All right? Let's run it for the cardio. Griselda sounds. 301, what's up? Who this?
Hey, Voch, this for Full Flacco.
All right, what's happening, man? What you got for the show?
Voch, what's up, man?
Cool.
How you been doing, man? I've been watching your show, man.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, all right, so I got one question. All right, if we find a team to trade down, by how many picks do you think a team will be willing to give up to get out pick?
For the 3rd overall pick depends on where we're trading back to. But I think with the right team, we can get a haul of anywhere between 4 to 7 picks, depending on who's moving up to go get the pick.
Yeah, because for real, I don't feel comfortable drafting Patrick Surtain with the 3rd pick.
Sure.
I think that'd be crazy.
I agree.
Because it's yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, that's all I got. I just had a quick question for you.
All right, then, man. Appreciate it. What's your name again?
Marco, Full Flacco.
So hold on, like that's the whole name, Marco Full Flacco?
No. Oh, my bad, bro. Full Flacco.
For Flacco?
Yeah.
I just put you in the system, fam. I appreciate you.
All right, Vouch.
I Vouch. That boy say his name Waldo Alfaldo. I say, what's your name? Shouts out to Dom in the chat box. Tell Virgil right brick on my brick. 909 up next. 337 on deck. Chat box in the hole. Let's do it.
Muted.
Hello?
Hold on. I just put him back on mute. I want y'all to listen. I'm about to hit unmute and see if you can hear unmuted in his background. Hold on.
Muted.
How can I hear you?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Turn down your radio.
No, I don't got no radio on.
I can hear me.
You can't hear me?
I can hear you. Turn me down.
How do you're on speak? Hello?
Hey.
Can you hear me? Is it better?
Yes, sir. What's that?
My bar. Hey, what's up, Voch?
What's up?
How you doing, man?
I'm great. How about you?
My bad about the technical difficulties. I'm just in here chilling.
You good?
I just want to ask, well, first, I appreciate all the content you do and all the work you put in, bro. It's much appreciated, man. People come off work and we really sit down and watch you. It's much appreciated, brother, for sure.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, I just want to say, you were one who said not to kick Jeff Heath off. Let's go look at him what he's doing with the Raiders, man. Let's go look at him what he's doing with the Raiders, and that comes to the value of not getting the safety so high. Everybody wants to talk. Oh, let's draft these safeties. Let's kick Prescott off or whatever the case is. But let's just sit down and relax and just let it play out. These organizations that are always in the talks and always in the competition, they don't make noise. It's always, if you really know if you're a real Dallas Cowboys fan, you don't listen to the noise. Fuck all the bullshit, bro. Like it's that we always get hyped up every season. Oh, we gonna do this, we gonna go there, but then it's just the media talking, bro. That's why I appreciate what you put out and the contact you and all the Brother Law and everybody else puts out, because you guys keep it real and keep it G and keep it raw, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's much appreciated, bro, for sure.
Man, appreciate you, man. I appreciate all that, man. Love and respect and all that good stuff, dog. I'm with you. I agree. Appreciate you. And listen, Jeff Heath got 3 interceptions, so you know what I'm saying? Somebody got to respect that man.
And and I'm not even saying that he's balling or anything, but it's just the fact that like we want to try to change things up. We can't, like, you know, Jeff Heath was, I felt he was always a leader and he always was in position. He was hawking people down. He was hawking characters down, man. He was always in position and always doing what he had to do. And I mean, he might have flipped up here and there or whatever. I'm not a Jeff Heath fan or whatever. I just feel that with our team, we always look at players that are actually doing what they got to do, and then what do we turn around and pay a Jalen Smith and paying? Don't get me wrong, I love Jalen Smith. I love the story, but man, watch the film. That's all we got to say on that. Watch the film and just keep it pushing. Let's just try to finish this year and work to the draft and try to get an off season, not listen to the noise and just let these people get healthy. Let Dak get healthy. Like he's a man who lost a lot, man. He's a man who opened up with his mental and a man who really put it on the line. His heart and soul and everything is on the field. And we have our fans really saying, let's go draft Trevor Lawrence. Let's go get a young quarterback. Let's go cheap. Like, nah, pay the man $50 million. Pay him what he needs, man. He deserves every penny. Every penny. He deserves it. If not, let him go be free and let him go find it somewhere else, man, for sure.
100%, man. Appreciate you. Thanks for the call, my guy. Salute.
Appreciate you, man. Salute, bro. Appreciate you.
Yeah. Tell Virgil right brick on my brick. I say turn your radio down. He said, I ain't listen to the radio. But I hear me. Can you hear me? Yes, I hear you, but I can hear me too. I don't know. 337 up next. Chat box on deck. Let's do it. 337. Whoa, hey, come on, man. Let me say hey first. Come on.
My fault.
You good, my guy? 337. What's up? Who this?
Yes, sir. How you? This T.
All right, Keaton. What's up? What's good with you, my guy? What you got for the show?
Oh, nothing much. I'm on my lunch right now. I'm about to go back inside.
Okay.
But I don't know. How you feel about just losing out?
Losing the rest of the games?
Yeah.
We might be bad enough to do that on purpose. I mean, just to do it naturally. We don't have to tank. Like, we might just be that bad.
Maybe. I don't know. The last couple of games, I've been like, man, I want to lose.
I mean, I don't want.
Maybe it's shocking me.
I mean, I don't want to lose, but it's inevitable. So, so you know.
Well,
Andy,
okay.
Yeah.
It's like a. You live to fight another day. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
If we take the rest, I mean, the season's really not lost, honestly. But
sure.
Do we really want to at least go to the playoffs for no reason and get like an 18 pick or something like that?
Facts.
That's why I'm doing that. You know what I mean?
Sure. I agree.
But then, what I also wanted to speak for, because I was thinking, we was talking, I don't know, I just got it on like 30 minutes ago.
Okay.
So, like, say a team like the Dolphins already have some picks. They don't need a quarterback of the future. But they can also trade up higher, get a better player, because they trying to build a dynasty.
Mm-hmm.
We take two of they later picks, and then we get the D-backs we want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what I think would be a good idea.
Right. I agree. I'm with you 100%, Mr. Wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all. Pretty much all I want to say. Pay the Dak, of course. Jalen go hard to me. I don't know. Jalen, he's the athlete we need. I don't know. That's all I had to say, honestly.
I then what's his name? Keaton. All right, man. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for the call, my guy. Salute.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You take it easy, Mr. Voch.
100%. Tell the family I said hello. All right, get up out of here. All right. So now, it's a portion of the show. I let the chat box talk because for whatever reason, y'all may not have been able to call in. Like, you might have talked up your anytime minutes anytime. Your Obama phone may not be compatible with the number to call into the show. You may be in Kuwait or something, and it's like 3 o'clock in the morning where you at. You land next to somebody where you don't want to wake them up. This is your time to interact with the show. Talk your talk. Chat box. What are your questions? If y'all want to start a little gaming community, because I'm gaming a lot more these days, y'all go over to my Discord. That link is in the description. Then there's a tab that says gaming. I'll meet y'all over there. There's also a tab that says Cowboys, guns, basketball. You know, it's all kind of shit, you know. Go over there and holler at me. Once that thing get popping, it'll be popping. But, chat box, what's happening? What y'all got? As long as Terrence Steele is playing as possible, that's big ass facts. We are 2-7. I mean, it's a lost cause at this point. Facts. And look, you know something funny? If y'all look at Aisha comment, AI Aisha, she says we're 2-7. I mean, like smiley face is a lost cause. I bet she stretched that I mean out because she's sassy. She probably said we're 2-7. I mean, and she probably threw her hands up too. I mean, it's a lost cause. I'm just guessing. I could be wrong. I hope we end up with the second pick, the Wizards with the third, Jags with the fourth. Possible. Yeah, we'll see. We need Noah Sewell. Too soon. I don't know what that is. I'll know soon though. Voch, we need to keep Donovan Wilson. Sure. I want to put him in strong. Any quarterbacks you like in the draft? I like the first three. I really like the first three. But let me watch film and I'll get back to you. Gotta love the bigs, Voch, indubitably. DJ 100 Grand, what's happening, my guy? He out there on the block today. Penei Sewell's brother plays up here at the University of Utah. Shouts out to him. You should stream games. The problem with streaming games is very time consuming. Streaming games is very, very time consuming. But my problem is I play games. I'm a gamer. I just play a lot of shit that people might not want to watch, you know? Like currently what I'm playing. Check out this range here, right? NCAA 08 for the PS2. Total War 3 Kingdoms on PC. Far Cry 3 also on PC. Fallout New Vegas also on PC. And I got a little domino, like a domino game that I play on my phone because I like to play dominoes. I like to be current with my domino skill. Because out on the block, we still play dominoes. You see what I'm saying? All those games are what I play. But all the views is in Call of Duty nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm definitely not Fortnite guy. So, you know, it is what it is. She said I'm right. I know I'm right. Don't compare Jimmy to Mike. Y'all love Jimmy Johnson now. Keep Donovan Wilson for sure. Noah isn't eligible. I think he was joking. Okay, cool. That's hilarious because I definitely know his ass. But whenever it's his time, I'll know him. Voch, how you like Dylan Moses? Actually, this week I'm going to be watching Dylan Moses and Alex Leatherwood. Dylan Moses, linebacker from Alabama. Leatherwood's left tackle from Alabama. I'm going to be watching both those guys in a long form film session this week at some point. Don't know when, but stay tuned. I can't until head scratching quarterback ranking discussion. Can't wait till quarterback. Yeah, I feel you. Among Us stream, I don't know. Probably not. Maybe later. Maybe. I'm playing NCAA 08 right now, indubitably. I'm playing with SWAC teams. That's what I like to do. What pass rushes do you feel are first round draft picks? I think Russo's going to be a first round pick. He shouldn't, but he will be. Basham's up there. Kwity Paye's up there. And I got to watch some more guys. Total War 3 Kingdoms is fire. Indubitably. Craven dogs. 100%, sir. You getting the PS5, Voch? No. I got a PC. My PC is my PS5. So, nah. Same with Franz Bernard, but I'm biased being a student at the University of Utah. Dallas fan 1997. What are you studying at the University of Utah? You ever play some dominoes with the Dominicans? I haven't. Do they take dominoes serious? A lot of people stream Among Us. I see that now. And I know Among Us has existed, but sometimes I just like skip over shit. I just see it, I just skip over something, right? But I just keep seeing it. And like when you keep seeing something, you just can't help but to click it. So I clicked it. It looks fun. So we'll see what happens. Thoughts on Andre Cisco, safety from Syracuse. Actually, you know what I can do? I can do this, and I can tell you exactly who's on my list. I wonder if I can go there and go window capture, then go, not you. Not you, definitely not you. No. I know what I definitely can do. I can hit that button, and do that. Okay. Boom. That happens. I go here, move you there, bam, make you bigger, boom, come back to OBS. All right. Okay, there it goes. That's everything that I'm working on. Y'all should be able to see my mouse here. Okay, you can. These are the films that I've done long form film sessions on. Panay Sewell's off screen somewhere in a box that says done because he has a 10-minute film session on YouTube already. These are the two films that I'm going to watch because Patreon voted on. We do polls over in Patreon. Dylan Moses, Alex Leatherwood. Y'all up next. These are the offensive players I have up next. These are the defensive players I have up next. Andre Cisco is on that list somewhere. So I'm going to put a poll up in my Patreon because that's where people vote at in my Patreon. I'm going to put a poll up and we'll talk about those people. You dig me? Let's get back into my comments. Voch, if you can get the original Command and Conquer, that is good. What is that? Is that a game? I don't know what that is. Do you play Fall Guys? Is that a game? What the hell is Fall Guys? I don't know what that is. Explain to me what Command and Conquer is. Just win. And Aisha, explain to me what Fall Guys is. And we'll go from there. Try Fall Guys. Somebody explain to me what Fall Guys. What round would you pick the strong safety from Florida State? Haven't watched them. A lot of fans ready to move on from Dakota doing so after a half a decade. If JJ has his way and we win with Sunshine next year, real fans gonna root if we're winning. JJ will do what he wants. I think that's not true. Jerry has not done what he wanted to do in a long time. Jerry does what Will McClay tells him to do. And that's real shit. Voch would be hella raw at Among Us. Based on what I've seen, I'm a great liar. And that's the most truthful shit I've ever said. I tell people all the time, hey, I'm a great liar. 100%. So that's just that. Hey, man, look, if y'all want to play, man, go to my Discord. Links in the description. Go to the gaming tab, and we'll set this shit up, man. We'll do this. We'll do this shit for sure. Because I want to play it. And all my other friends, like older gentlemen, they don't play this shit. So, yeah, let's do that. Both Gregory and Alden Smith have gained some weight. Both can at times play interior D-line in NASCAR packages. So why isn't Anaya getting any reps at end in those situations? Well, I don't think Anaya is getting reps at end because Randy Gregory is getting reps at end. I think that's what's happening. And you don't need Randy Gregory to play 3 because Alden is playing 3, and you don't need Alden to play end because D-Law is over there playing end. So that's where we at. Voch be like, I disagree. Fair enough. Fall Guys is that game. Fall Guys, that game is dead now. I guess Fall Guys is terrible. Wow. Fair warning about Dylan Moses. His problem is reading keys. Y'all know I don't like linebackers that can't read keys. Do you watch anime? Indubitably. I'll name my top 5 all time if you want to. Voch, even if we get the right picks, if Jerry Jones doesn't stop intervening, what difference does it make? What difference does it make who we get? Well, I don't think Jerry Jones intervenes too much. I think Jerry Jones just he just wants to be the guy with his name on the pick. Like Jerry Jones is a billionaire. He don't watch film. Trust me. Jerry Jones ain't watching film. Jerry Jones pays people to watch film, and he makes a decision based on the people that's watching film. You see what I'm saying? Jerry ain't making picks. We be mad as hell about Manziel, and we be looking for a right guard if he did. So, Voch, I just read that, my bad. How exactly do you believe boys will sign for if they wanted to? The numbers. Well, I'm not a numbers guy, but I think they want to sign for because they offered for a contract. What's the name? Just didn't take it. Todd France. Fall Guys is hella fun. It's kind of like Wipeout. The hell is Wipeout? What are y'all playing? What are y'all doing? I'm gonna answer a couple more and I'm gonna get up out of here. I think we should do an anime tab in my Discord as well. I want my Discord to be popping. It's just it's like once something get popping, then I gravitate to it. You know, I had a Facebook group. It wasn't popping. I wasn't in it. It started popping. I popped up. My Twitter wasn't popping. I ain't tweet. My Twitter started popping. I tweet all day. You know, if I can get my Discord popping, I'd be in there a bunch. Top 5 anime: Detective Conan at 1, Yu Yu Hakusho at 2, Dragon Ball series as a whole. If Super and GT didn't exist, Dragon Ball would be like 2 or 1 possibly. Inuyasha's like 5. Mobile Suit Gundam is 4. That's my top 5. I'm a very classic guy. One Punch Man is a classic as well. It's an early classic, but it's very young in its life. So let One Punch live a little more, and you know we'll put him up in there somewhere. I just love One Punch Man, but that's my top 5. Very old school, very retro. I go back to the 90s with mine. I'm a shonen baby, you know. What else? Have you seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, like the live action movie or the show? I've seen both. I like one more than the other. I'm sure you know which one. Who is Skywalker Steel? He's a cowboy YouTuber over at Dallas Cowboy Universe. Which Gundam? There's a lot. Mobile Suit Gundam in particular. Not Gundam Wing. Gundam Wing is actually no. I take that back. I like Gundam Wing better. I like Gundam Wing better than Mobile Suit Gundam. I take that back. So yeah, Gundam Wing in particular. And if you count Boondocks as an anime, Boondocks. Do we let go of Cheeto and Jordan? Probably. Likely. Marvin Wilson has a red flag at the health department. Well, they got medicine for that. You go to the health department, you get your little shot, get your little antibiotics. They clear whatever it is right up. So Marvin Wilson having red flags at the health department shouldn't bother nobody. They cure those things now. I'm gonna answer one more. Ooh, excuse me. One more. Yeah, I just want to. All right, there we go. Griselda or TDE? That's a good one to answer. Yo, fam. I like TDE, but I really just like Kendrick and SZA. J-Rock cool too. J-Rock is nice. I'm not a Reason fan. I'm not a Schoolboy guy. You know. If you subtract Kenny, which is Kendrick, and Kendrick is responsible for TDE being great. Benny's good enough to hold Griselda down by himself. Now, who had the better year last year? I think Griselda had the better year last year. You know? TDE didn't do much. But when Kendrick comes outside, everything stops. Because I hold Kendrick in that regard. But Griselda on their way. Oh, buddy. Griselda on their way. Believe that. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Like I said, I'm going to go to Steam and download Among Us. I might not play today, but I'll play at some point, and I'll set some games up with y'all if y'all want to play. If y'all want to get a gaming community going, because I game. I got this big-ass PC now. Look at my big-ass PC. Look at my big-ass PC with Spider-Man, Killmonger, and Tupac in it. Like, look, my big-ass, my joy. You know what I mean? I want to use that big-ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So, if y'all want to start that little community, let's do it. You know? And I think Discord is a good way to do it because that's how all the other people do it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hold it down for the Doski Walski, man. Follow me on Twitter, VOCHLOMBARDI. Hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Notification bell, you should have that done already. And expect some content expect some content from me this week because when it's come to like holiday time, I'm going back on vacation for holidays. All right? Y'all peace, man. Y'all hold it down for the Doski Walski. Peace, man.